Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Brian Dooley coming to you from beautiful upstate of South Carolina. And I've got one of the great guys in the profession of chiropractic with us today that not only can tell you all you need to know about having a successful chiropractic, he also taught me that when I buy fresh mozzarella, before I eat it, I need to put it back into some warm water. And so that might be one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten from one of the great gents in chiropractic, Dr. Dean DePice, who is going to be speaking Saturday night at New Beginnings. That'll be May 22nd. And so you will definitely want to come. But Dr. Dean, you've been to New Beginnings once or twice. Why do you keep going back?
Oh, I guess it's about 18 or 20 years now. I've been financially contributing, time-wise contributing to everything I can for New Beginnings, because quite simply, New Beginnings is simple. It's a family of people that love chiropractic and come together to love each other. It's really not a lot more complicated than that. And in any time or era of the history of our planet, the sweetest of things is people coming together beside people. So I love New Beginnings for that. And I would urge all of you to show up. The dialogue that I'll be doing right before we break out for Saturday night dinner is to really kind of bring the whole house together with a ribbon wrapped around things pertaining to the most epic time in human history for our profession in terms of onslaughts of new patient volume showing up. And how do we adapt and tool and refine and upgrade our dialogues so that we can take this incredibly large funnel now of new patient volume that's showing up and swiftly and effectually sift through those that really want to stay, pay, and refer forever, and give them that chiropractic experience they deserve, and let the others go where they need to go while we get to continue to stand on what we need to stand on. So I'm looking forward to a very powerful weekend, the whole weekend. Everyone there loves chiropractic, and everyone there shows up to love each other. The second part of what I'll talk about is the legacy-driven practice, that we may all, in our days in practice, leave behind a practice that doesn't get sold for scraps, that doesn't get closed, but that it is that every chiropractic practice ever opened gets handed off to more people, and we increase the net number of practices as our decades as a profession unfolds. So, Dr. Brian, you being here doing this is testimony to what New Beginnings attracts. People willing to all pitch in and help each other. So I hope you all be there. I hope you're there for the whole weekend. And Dr. Brian will be there presenting. In fact, Dr. Brian's one of the opening dialogues, and a guy who loves chiropractic and loves to stand before chiropractors teaching chiropractic. So anything else you'd like to talk on about celebrating that everyone should show up at this weekend, Dr. Brian?
Well, no, I think you covered it fantastic. I do want to lift up this whole legacy practice idea, because you've been talking about that a little bit lately, because I've been to a few of your events, and you should check out Dr. Dean's events because they're fantastic. You mentioned family. We know that family and community is massively important in TLC. But this idea of the legacy, I've always considered it my practice. And then as you were talking about it right now, I have kind of shifted my thinking to say, you know what? It's my community's practice.
Yes. Yeah. Too many chiropractors. I mean, one of the challenges is that chiropractors think that we're different than the rest of society, right? And the fact is, in any profession, 60, 70, 80% of the people rendering whatever that profession's work is are struggling doing it, whether it's car mechanics, landscapers, and in any profession, you look for the top 10, 20, 30%, because that's who you want tending to your children, your marriage, your landscape, your car, anything else. So in the chiropractic profession, we have to continually recognize probably 20, 30% of us are really going to have compelling practices, and we need to lean into those 20, 30% to raise up the rest, so that we elevate that all chiropractic practices as much as possible, when the doctor dies, don't get sold for scraps and just shut down. And I've been in practice now 32 years. Every Monday through Thursday, I'm in the office adjusting. I'm not some ivory tower practice management guy. Practicing chiropractor who also happens to be a part of a coaching community. And what we're recognizing is TLC has long been about the team driven practice. Then we learned that the team driven practice has to lead to the associate driven practice, but that ultimately, beyond the associate driven practice, is the legacy driven practice, so that we never shut down or get rid of a chiropractic story. And I want all of us to be elevated so that we're all in that category of the top third. And, it might not be that we get 100%, but I'd love to see another 10 or 20% of us have compelling practices that generations later, our great grandkids can drive by and say, that practice was opened by my great granddaddy or grandmom, and it has never shut down a day in its story. That's a legacy driven practice.
So how, chiropractors, could you not love that message? So it's my honor to be your warm-up act on Thursday night. It'll take them 2 days to forget what I say so that they'll be ready for you. And you will definitely close out Saturday night with a bang. There's never a doubt, because you always do. So one last thought maybe about the great state of New Jersey that maybe some people haven't been to before. Maybe they're intimidated because we're Jersey guys. Forget about it. What do you think? So, what better place to have it than the New Jersey Shore?
It's a great place. I love it so much. I got a house just a few blocks away from where the hotel is that we're going to be. But I love being there. Jersey's a great state. Jersey's got amazing diversity. In the top northwest corner, you've got incredible mountains and wilderness, and you got the whole Jersey Shore. You have all the amazing oil refineries and chemical treatment plants all littered throughout New York.
New Jersey's the Garden State because it grows smokestacks. To borrow a line from George Carlin.
Hey, look, we have a special cameo. Hello.
Hey, Dr. Jen, great to see you. We've got two DePice.
New Beginnings is simply awesome.
It's great. So come see the DePices. You never, ever go wrong hanging out with them. And so for folks that are thinking about going, it is May 20th through 23rd. So it's getting close. Beautiful Asbury Park, New Jersey. And register today at www.nbchiro.com. With Dr. Dean, Dr. Jen, I hope you have a magnificent Friday morning and afternoon, and the best of weekends.
Thank you. You too, Dr. Brian. Take care.
We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.